Hey guys, I'm gonna be playing Rapids. Let's try 10 plus 0. Let's go E4. So we're playing the Scandinavian defense, and we just want to get our pieces out first. It looks like I just blundered my pawn here. I don't know, I always keep on falling for these opening traps in the Scandinavian, and that's the downside of getting more space. You can seize territory, but you have to be able to defend it. So now the only option probably is just to move back, which is not good, but what am I doing? So I'm now doing really bad. Let me castle. I hope he takes. So that's one step in the right direction currently. I've got an open B file, which I can use to attack the king. I've got ideas of rook b3, queen a3. No need to worry about queen takes f3. Not only does that leave the e5 pawn undefended, but I could just play queen b2 and attack this. Or rook b3 first is even better. So no need to worry. We are 2 pawns down, but in opposite side castling, nothing is really important in terms of material. So I just had to take a quick detour to get back to my stream. So this is opposite side castling. These pawns might become weak in an endgame, so our main aim is to try to keep the queens on the board. We have a rook controlling the d file, but nothing to attack. So it's good to control an open file, but you really need to have a sort of target or something to attack. Knight d7. So now we go rook b3. We are attacking c3, attacking b7, using our open lines. Queen c6. And now queen a3. So now we are attacking a7. The e-pawn has to move. Maybe a6. Or we could play king b8. We are playing a 2280, so it's quite strong on stream. I used to be 2400, and then my playing performance declines when I'm on stream usually because I need to commentate. So I'm going to continue with rook b1. So now we are attacking. We have 2 attackers and 2 defenders. Defenders will be in blue for this stream. Attackers are in green. Possible moves are also in green. And threats are in red. No, not threats. Oh, weaknesses. Yeah, weaknesses are in red. Threats are in green as well. Weaknesses are in red. Sorry for the confusion. So now this weakens the a6 pawn. So we've got c4 ideas. At this point, we are 2 pawns down, so our only option is probably just to keep on sacrificing. That's an interesting move. We could win a pawn after trading queens, but do I really want to trade the queens here? Or do I want to keep the queens on the board? I don't want to trade the queens. I'll continue with... Wait, no, if I play queen a5, there's knight c5, and that is quite annoying. So maybe I just have to trade the queens anyway. Yeah, it looks like I have to trade the queens. Queen takes d6. So we have reduced our deficit to just one pawn. We have the open b file. Knight can leap into c5 at some point. f6, please f6. So now we're just gonna try and get rid of our weaknesses. Weaknesses, remember, are highlighted in red. So we have weakness on a2 and h2. Possible moves and advantages in green. Defenses in blue. So you can really see our color key here. So this will be our color key in all our streams, so try to get accustomed to it. We want to exchange our weakness on the F file. We have doubled isolated pawns. They're weak because they cannot protect each other if they are under attack. So right now it has to be protected by the bishop. Now he takes with the F pawn. So we can just play 4 again. Now this pawn is not doubled, but it's isolated. So again, we want to get rid of the weakness. And we want to activate our bishop. This pawn chain is doing a great job at restricting this bishop. We'll highlight it in red because it's a weakness. Its activity isn't really good at the moment. I guess we can just push f5. So now this opens up the diagonal for this bishop. So now the bishop becomes active, controls more squares. How can you defend the pawn? e3 is quite interesting. e3, bishop takes, e2, rook c5 is unclear. Rook c1, I meant. That is quite unclear. I'm not that strong at calculations, so... Although I'm 2300, it's... Ooh, 95. What's the idea behind this? I'm actually going to take, so now he is the one who's going to have doubled isolated pawns, so we should be heading for draws. This is a rook endgame. Rook endgames are mainly drawn. So now he has to take, and then I get this g-pawn, and material equality is restored. So, likely draw will happen. This pawn is a weakness because not only is it doubled isolated pawns, but it prevents this rook from helping its passed pawns. So we can highlight this as red, the rook, because it's, and the pawn because it can't defend the pawn. I think we should be heading for an easy draw here. This should be drawn now. So we are supporting our passed pawn. And I think we are well within the bounds of a draw. Ah, and we lose our rook. Okay, I resign that. Ah, that is quite annoying. Was it drawn for that? 0.0. So yeah, I think we just blundered the rook there. This is a4. This should have been fine as well. So I could play another game. That wasn't good, but we get white again. I've played this guy twice before and I've won both, so shouldn't be too bad. We go with our trusted Roy Lopez. We shore up our pawn structure. d6 is quite interesting. So where do we go here? We could play knight c3. This is interesting. I think we can just push g4. Maybe he can sacrifice. He takes. You have to take now. You have to move back, which is not a good sign. Where should I move? Go knight d5. Try to exchange a few more pieces. Got some messages, but I can't because I'm playing at the moment. So we wanted to tick back with the bishop. Maybe occupy the c6 square. We have plans of a4. He has to move his rook, and then we have bishop c6. He has to move his king, so he forfeits the right to castle. This is important because that means we can open the center. Can I go bishop? I'll open the file for my rook. It's more important than gaining a pawn with bishop b7, bishop a6, which will lose 2 tempi. In the opening, we really want to have all our pieces developed, and this is a classic case of playing a4 to not only undermine black's pawn structure, but also activate a queenside rook in the Roy Lopez, as it's very difficult to activate all the pieces. Black does the same on the king side. To be honest, I took the pawn. This does open up the rook, but I think we should be okay. Just wins a pawn. If he plays rook b8, skewering the bishop to the pawn, I can move the bishop back to c6, which is good. In fact, I'll just do that right away. Queen h4 maybe? Queen g2. Defending these squares. Oh yeah, defenses should be in blue. So now we are defending these squares. Namely h3, h2, and h1. This rook is good, attacking down the h-file, but we should be fine. We are a pawn up, we could use our queenside pawn majority. I don't think he can be able to get any more reinforcements into the attack, so we can just continue with our plan on the queen side. We can trade off the bishops. So now if he takes with this rook, we win the c-pawn. If he takes with this rook, the pressure on the h-file is released. So win situation both ways. And he takes with the king, which is interesting. Then we can just play rook a8. And now he's faced with a tricky situation. He can't castle, which would have defended his rooks because he's already moved his king. So we take. Now he has to take back with the rook. And I think we're just simply winning here. Just need to be careful he doesn't have any rook h2 ideas. This should be fine. Expel them from the fight. Cost of a pawn. And we should be fine here. I don't think that pawn was necessary to sacrifice. You just have to play g1 first. King c6. The queen is a very versatile piece. I can use it to attack on the queen side. No. I think we can now just queen g8. Queen endgames are usually drawn, so we'll hopefully likely a draw here. And so I don't bottle this like I did last time with the rook hanging. Advancing the pawn majority. Continue advancing the majority. He should really make use of his passable now, g5, g4. Queen e7, interesting. So now I guess we can just push b5. Now I'm going to acquire pass pawn on the queen side. Black has a pass pawn on the king side, but in order for it to make any impact on the game, he has to push it. Pass pawns must be pushed. Remember? I'm not sure who said that. It's saying from a famous grandmaster. Of course, if he takes on b5, we've got queen g7 followed by queen f6. That is dirty. Wait. I've just got this. You can't block queen c6. No, I thought I just bottled that draw there. What have I got? Got queen f8 again. hide behind this wall of pawns. So now I'm going to try to get my king somehow to the king side. He's low on time, so we might be able to flag him, but he's on more than 2 minutes, so it'll be very difficult. It's probably be a draw. And now we just want to, activate our king. We have the more active king, but yeah, that totally stops our plan. But the question is, what's he going to do now? Obviously, I don't want to exchange queens, so we'll continue with queen h8. We also avoid checks, so he has no checks. Should be fine here. We just have queen f5. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to win this, but king h5. This is tricky, and I really do need to concentrate. Queen g7. Now see if I can move my king back. Not sure if this is going to work. Obviously, I'm not going to move here because there's a check. And there's more space on this side, so I'll move my king to the queen side. I could maybe occupy d5 at some point. Let's hope he plays king e6. Play king e6. On 7. We could hope to eliminate key squares. King c4, this is more like it. And after king c4, like, wait, this is actually still equal. Surely I've got king d5, king e6. Anyway, I've created a team called the 9th Rank. So, if any of you want to, like, stay updated, the 9th Rank is the place to go. I've got Twitch and YouTube. So, good games, rapid games, and bye. Goodbye.